Hi, my name is Lindsay Savage. So if you're watching this, you're probably interested in the Eprouvage because that's what we're here to talk about. I'm going to talk about the Eprouvage line, and I'm going to talk about some of the claims and some of the benefits and some of my own personal experiences with the product line. But I want to talk about also why I'm here on another level. So one of the reasons why I'm here is because 6 months ago, my sales rep Erica said, Lindsay, I'm wondering, do you have any clients that have hair thinning, hair falling out, baldness, in patches? And I paused thinking, gee, I guess about 85% of my clients, including myself. So I definitely wanted to try the line. And I ordered it immediately, set it up in my salon. I was carrying a very terrific, a very high-end line at the time, and my clients had liked this line. But when I got the Eprouvage in, they were drawn immediately to it. They walked up immediately, picked it up. It was. I'm sure it was the cobalt blue. It was the blue. Let me just hold this up. I'm sure it was the blue. This is just such a beautiful blue packaging, which they definitely wanted to go up and hold it. So it's kind of an interesting advantage of the line to have something that just draws people immediately. Plus the apothecary labeling is so pleasing to look at. So they were looking at that right away. So they were drawn. They were also drawn because of the claims. It was fantastic to think about the fact that it could help regenerate hair. So how is this? How is it a regenerative product line? How is it a preventative product line? How is it a restoring product line? So what can we how can we position this in another way? I mean, people are just going to be absolutely drawn to using a line that has all these claims. So they were intrigued, and that was easy to start into product knowledge with them because they had questions. Because like no other line that I've carried, does it have claims that I found to be quite true. So when I started using the line myself, I wasn't necessarily even noticing and thinking about the claims because I was noticing that the product was so luxurious to use. It has this amazing smell that is green tea and bamboo, very pleasant to use. And it's kind of funny, but I actually was looking forward to shampooing my hair, and I've heard some of my clients say this as well. They go, it sounds really hokey, but people are saying, I am looking forward to having a shower. I am looking forward to shampooing my hair because the product leaves your hair feeling so nice. It leaves it feeling so full, and there's this plump quality, and there's a swing that it helps to create for my hair, and I've noticed it for my clients as well. So this is what I was noticing, is like it didn't seem like a traditional treatment line to help regenerate hair. And I had several clients that have been using lines that were for regenerating the hair, and their hair did not feel luxurious. It didn't come in feeling great. In fact, it felt kind of stiff and straw-like, and in some cases it had changed the color of their hair into if it was gray, it was changing it into a kind of a yellow color. So I wasn't finding that most regenerative products were working this way, and so you could kind of almost forget that it is designed to be a regenerative product line. So besides the testimonies that I was noticing from my clients and the testimonies that were coming with my product knowledge of the product when I was receiving my information kits, the thing that my clients really loved, they really loved to hear about what's not in the product. So we'll talk about what's in the product for sure. But what they were completely drawn to, and this is what I find with clients nowadays, maybe you'll find this as well, is that they are drawn to the right nose. So there are no sulfates, there's no gluten, there are no phthalates, no parabens, we have no DEA, no synthetic dyes, and no animal testing. So these are the things that people really want to, they really want to know the stance of a product of what's not in the line. When I started carrying this, like I said, my clients were drawn to it immediately. What that resulted for was that my sales increased 4 times. I was astonished. Did my taxes, sent this off to my accountant. I was just comparing my figures from last year and the year before, and I don't think I've ever had such high sales as when I got this. So those are things that appeal to me for sure. While we continue to talk, some of the things that I'm going to be going through, just so you have an overview. We're going to talk about the clinically proven results for the product line. We're going to talk about the reasons why people have hair loss or hair fall, hair thinning. And we're going to talk about why it is a preventative, how it does do, it's a reparative, and how it's a rejuvenative line. So first, let's talk about the clinically proven anti-aging. It's the first in the professional beauty line, beauty industry to have a plant stem cell, use this plant stem cell technology in the product. And it's in everything. It's in every one of the ingredients. It's in the shampoos, it's in the conditioner, it's in the serums, and we'll talk about what those are in a moment. But they have clinically been able to prove that it reduces by 17% the appearance of hair fall. So that means how much hair is falling down onto your shoulders or in the shower or in your brush. So that's been reduced by 17% up to the appearance of that. And also reduces the appearance or increases the appearance of hair fullness, hair regeneration, hair growth by 214%. And that's huge. That's huge. That ends up translating into about 3 hair transplants, which is about 28,000 new hairs. So that kind of fullness and feeling, I noticed it right away. I noticed, well, I mean, it takes up to 3 months to notice the full effects, but I noticed it right away. Just a sensation of buoyancy in my hair and fullness in areas where I was having thinness, and my hair is quite fine, so I appreciated that. One of the things that we should look at when we are understanding that people have hair fall is like, why does this happen? You know, why do women have hair fall? And one of the top things that we can look at is, or well, I guess I shouldn't say it's the top thing, but one of the reasons why people have hair fall is bad hair etiquette. They're not taking care of their scalp, they're not taking care of their hair, so it's breaking, or their scalp isn't the right climate for growing. Also, hormonal imbalances will set off your hair and stop it from growing. Thyroid issues, continued long-term illness, certain medications can do this. Pregnancy, childbirth, and menopause. So just basically lots of things can contribute to your hair falling out, and it's devastating. Clear and simple, it's just devastating. I've had clients come in and they're literally in tears. Men expect to have some hair fall, some hair thinning, full-on baldness. This is something that we generally have come to expect in men, and so, you know, they might be a bit upset about it, but they're not crying per se. Whereas literally I have my clients crying. This one girl, she was just 25 years old, and she was experiencing hair loss, hair thinning. The hair was feeling really coarse and brittle. And she and her mother came in to get some help with this, and they were just devastated at this idea of having this hair fall, like as if perhaps you're not quite as feminine without that amount of hair. And there was this one woman that I have, and it was one of the main reasons why I even thought of this, besides my own hair regeneration that I wanted. But with this woman, she'd had a hair transplant from hair from her own head, and it was a success. And I saw her through the whole growth of the hair from the short pieces that are put in, and it was mostly up into the front and into the crown, and having that grow down. And so that did end up growing down. And so she'd had it for years, but the hair itself, like, it wasn't actually dealing with, so she'd had the transplant, but it wasn't dealing with the climate of the scalp, wasn't dealing with the condition of the hair. So so all of a sudden she started to have breakage. So after years after about 6 years of having the hair transplant, her hair was now just weak all over. So the hair that was transplanted was weak, and also her other hair that was just regular growing out of its natural follicle. So she would be brushing her hair and parts would be breaking off. If she had a knot, she'd have breakage in a like a circle around in this area where it'd just be nubs. And I'd come in, I was thinking she had been cutting her hair, and I didn't, there was no explanation for it. And so she couldn't even really understand it. She said, but I think it's just been breaking off in my brush. And so she had 3 of these patches in her head, and she was feeling very insecure about brushing her hair or taking care of her hair in any way. She was afraid of shampooing it. She was afraid of touching it because it was literally breaking off. And when her hair was wet, it had lost all the elasticity, or so much of the elasticity, that it was just pulling like this. And so the strands were weak. And she was having, her hair was just not growing as long. The hairs were getting to just like a short phase like this and falling out. So she had a lot of really short hairs anyway through her scalp. So anyway, this is the condition. She started using the product. She used the shampoo conditioner for fortifying, which I'll talk about. And she used the restorative replenishing leave-in conditioner spray, and also the volumizing plumping spray for the roots to create some volume, and the serum daily. And I saw her in 5 weeks, and her hair was completely a different head of hair. So this is what I was watching. This is what I got to see, and this is what she experienced. And she said, I could give testimonials on this product line, because immediately her hair had the elasticity back. She had the strength, and the hair was just hanging from her scalp with way more swing and kind of ease, and it just looked like it was regenerating. So she was really pleased, and it was really heartwarming to feel that she had a bit more hope with her own hair. So let's talk about what's in all of these products. So when we're talking about rejuvenating the hair, and we're talking about restorative, and we're talking about reconstructive, what are we talking about? So let's first talk about the steps that are preventative. So I'll just show you a picture of what these ingredients look like. So there we go. Egyptian blue lily. Okay, so Egyptian blue lily is one of the ingredients, the active plant stem cells that are in the entire line. And like I said, this is brand new technology being used for hair care, in a professional hair care product. So it's pretty exciting, because one of the things the Egyptian blue lily does is it helps to hydrate the scalp, helps to hydrate the hair strands as well, and it just creates a great, perfect climate on the scalp and the hair for the hair to grow. And then the other ingredient that is also of the active plant stem cell is the French oak extract. So there we go. And French oak extract is well known for its antioxidizing properties. So it's known to help to fight the free radicals in the scalp, and sort of an interesting thing in the skin. We talk about free radicals a lot. We hear about it. We know that we need to have antioxidizing foods and topical ingredients, and can sometimes help. But do we even really know what that means? So we talk about how, say, the sun can age and our skin and cause wrinkles and discoloration. We know that just aging itself does that, maybe poor diet. So there's lots of factors that happen in here, and some of it just seems to happen. And I started to feel like, yes, my hair is thinning, and that's just a natural sign of aging. Nothing we can do about that. And when I saw it in my clients, I was confused, thinking, well, why is the hair back here just not growing? Why is the hair here just not growing? And why is the condition of the hair just kind of coarse and spongy when it's wet, and coarse when it's dry, and just the way the hair sat, it just didn't have kind of a buoyancy to it. It was more stiff. So why is that? Why is that happening for me? Why was that happening for so many of my clients? Well, in the skin, in the follicle, we again, that's where that aging is happening. So when we're needing to fight the free radicals, we can think about it as like two cells are generally joined, and they go through and they go around, and they're healthy. This is a healthy two cells, and then we have a free one. So for whatever reason, from these conditions going around and just natural aging, stress to the body, we'll have a free radical, which means it's just not attached. It doesn't have its partner. So it's trying to find a partner. So what it starts to do is it comes in and attacks a healthy cell set, and it kind of chips away until now that's actually separated. So it doesn't actually join. Now we have more free radicals. So they're all going around, and it's exponential the way it works as kind of attacking all the other joined healthy cells. So what we have when we have the French oak extract go in there is it actually attaches a partner or a friend. And so now we have more happy things going along doing their work, and we have the buoyancy, the elasticity for the skin, and it's a different climate for growing. So things are just functioning, the things are functioning better in the scalp, so it's a better condition for the hair to grow. Okay, so let's talk about the proteins that are also in there. So we have vegetable keratins, and they're showing, here we go. So one of the vegetables is soy that we use. The thing that I notice in this line, I've used many, I've been doing hair for 30 years, and I've noticed claims of products that are supposed to rejuvenate or to strengthen the hair shaft and repair. People talk about repair all the time, but sometimes they talk about repair and it just makes the hair heavy. So it's really just coated the hair. What this feels like in my own hair, and what my clients are noticing, is that the protein does the work. It does actually repair the hair strand and over time strengthen it and increase the elasticity. And it won't weigh the hair down. So it's as simple as that. So people are enjoying that. So those are in all of the products. So I'm just going to go through now the different products in the line. So here we go. We have our Gentle Volume Shampoo and Gentle Volume Conditioner. So these are designed to target hair that is fine, that needs some volume, and it may need some extra help to stay strong. Perhaps it's a little bit sensitive, but mostly by blow drying, but it's not hair in huge distress. The shampoo is going to cleanse your scalp, and it's going to help to fill the hair and strengthen it, and allow your hair to have the volume. And the same with the Gentle Volume Conditioner. Again, like I said, it conditions the skin, it's the scalp, the hair strand, pardon me, conditions the hair strand, because you work this through the hair strand, and then put it through the mid-length, work it through the ends, and then gradually you can work it up towards the scalp, but mostly keep it on the hair strand. And you're going to find that this will condition the hair, make it feel good, but you'll also keep the buoyancy of the hair. So the next shampoo, fortifying shampoo, fortifying conditioner. So again, we're going to find it's going to shampoo your scalp beautifully. Shampoo your scalp and your hair, and the fortifying is designed for hair that is sensitive hair. It maybe has more damage, maybe it has more color treated to it, and it really needs more repair, more work done on the hair. But it doesn't weigh the hair down either. So sometimes, again, here's this thing, oh, this will be a fortifying product, others might claim, but it just ends up weighing it down. So that's its answer. It's like, we'll just weigh it down. But this one really will help to keep the hair strong, improve the elasticity and the strength of the hair. And the same with the conditioner. So it's going to go in, and it has more proteins and going to help the hydration of the hair. Again, working the conditioner through the mid-lengths as well as through to the ends, and then work it up to the scalp after. I always comb my conditioners through, so I don't know if you find that you do that with your clients or if you do that at home. But that's what I do. I comb it through. I like that luxurious feeling, and then it can stay on. Both of these conditioners can stay on 1 to 2 minutes. So I just put in the conditioner and then do the rest of my lathering. So those first 2 shampoos and conditioners were designed for slightly finer hair, and then the Eprouvage team realized, gosh, not everybody just has fine hair that is also needing help with hair rejuvenation. So they came up with the smoothing shampoo and smoothing conditioner. So this is going to be for more coarse hair, more frizzy hair, hair that needs a little bit more taming. So they go in, they do the terrific job of cleansing, taking care of the condition of the scalp, condition of the hair, without weighing down the hair. But they'll control and help manage the frizziness and unruliness. After you've shampooed and after you've conditioned, and then you come out of the shower or the bath, there's a spray leave-in conditioner that is really highly recommended for all hair types. This is what I'm finding in my own clients. All the hair types are really enjoying this conditioner. So it's the Replenishing Leave-In Conditioning. It's a spray conditioner, and it smells good too. So this also has that. They all have this terrific scent of the bamboo and green tea. Anyway, people love this smell of this conditioner. If nothing else, it's the first thing they start to notice as I'm spraying it and go, that smells nice. They really do. So you can spray it in your hair strands, and then comb it through. Another way, some people find that they have a different kind of control. They like to spray it in their hand, work it through their hair ends, and then work it up and comb it through. So that's another way you can use it. And then in this line, we have a terrific volumizing. It's the thickening and plumping spray. So as you've used the Replenishing Leave-In Conditioner, that's going to really keep the hair strong, not weigh your hair down, increase the elasticity of the hair and the shine. This is going to help to add some volume to your hairstyle. So you spray this up and you just lift the hair up, and you can spray some in to the roots and through the whole hair and lift up and spray, work it through, and then blow dry and style as usual. And there I am, messing up my own hair to show these examples. Okay, so what people are noticing is that this is a buoyancy. It fills and plumps the hair, so your hairstyle actually has a buoyancy when you're using this. And it's a long-lasting fullness. So that's helpful, because I know that I've used some certain mousse products or certain gels, and it's great for while people have styled the hair, but halfway through the day or even after an hour, it's not working. Whereas this one is quite long-lasting, and it doesn't leave your hair, it doesn't feeling sticky. It leaves your hair feeling like hair. And this is, again, something I'm hearing from my clients where they go, "What have you used in my hair?" Because you can feel the buoyancy. It's quite amazing that you feel buoyant hair. We're actually more sensitive and aware of the hair than we think. Okay, so let's look at the line and understand how it's a reparative treatment. So we have the reparative treatment mask, and this is something that you can use once or twice a week. All hair types will benefit from this mask. It's quite lovely. Again, here's that thing. People will have claims of saying how it rebuilds hair, different companies when they have masks and deep conditioners, but I've seen this. I have seen this work right away when I've had clients that have had damaged hair, sensitive hair, distressed hair, and you use this and it's immediate. I see it right away. And over time, it's a longer lasting strength that's in the hair strand. It's quite wonderful to see. You don't even need very much of it. That's the thing too. I've seen there have been some lines that I've carried where they say use a generous amount, whereas this, you don't need a generous amount. You can go with quite a small amount. It lasts a long time. it's really worth it. And the whole line is so affordable anyway. Okay, so we understand that the line is a preventative with the active plant stem cells of the Egyptian blue lily and of the French oak extract, and then we have the proteins in the product that help to prevent the hair from aging, all of these things. So we say anti-aging, which is really just keeping it hydrated and a good space for growing. And then now we know about it, understanding of how it's going to be a reparative with the treatment mask. So let's talk about how it's a restorative. You know, and this is really something that the rest of the line can stand alone and anyone can use it. But you're going to find how this particular product, we have the Restorative Scalp Serum. This is where we're really going to find how the hair has that appearance of 17% less hair fall and the appearance of 214% of thicker, more voluminous hair. So this is this serum that we'll use daily, and it has Redenzel. So that's the active ingredient in this. So Redenzel is an ingredient that was originally designed to help, it was used in special serums for eyebrows and serums for the eyelashes to help regenerate hair growth right up in here. So it's a very, very delicate product that can be used, not this one, but Redenzel itself, when it was used for special serums for eyes, eyelashes, and eyebrows. So you know that it's designed to be used in sensitive areas, that when we're using this one that is designed for our scalp, that it's gentle, and it's a cosmetic grade ingredient. So you'll notice the difference when you're using this serum. You'll notice the difference up to 3 months. That's what the Redenzel, they have been able to see, that it works with up to 3 months to have this thicker, fuller hair. So how it works is it works to keep the hair growing longer. It keeps it in the growing phase longer. So we have 3 phases of the hair. This is just what naturally are always happening. Our hair is in one of the 3 phases. So it's either in the anagen, or the grow phase, or it's in the catagen, which is the pause phase, or it's in the telogen, which is the fallout phase. So these are just naturally occurring in your hair. Your body's giving the message to either grow, pause, or fall out. And when we are having the stresses happen, like whether it's emotional stresses or physical stresses or stresses of, as we talked about, the reason for prolonged illness or thyroid issues or medication, etc. When we have these occurring, the hair, or just natural aging, the hair will go into the fallout phase faster. And we just don't keep it in the grow phase. And what this serum is doing is it will just keep it growing. So you will start to see that the hair that grows only to this part, to this length, and then falls out, will now come longer. So it's going to work on active hair follicles, and that's what it targets. It targets the active hair follicles, and it just keeps it growing. And so the shampoo has paved the way for this. It really clears the follicle so that the hair itself has such a good start to the growing. We've got the proteins in the conditioners and the shampoos as well that help strengthen the hair strand itself, so you're not going to have the breakage. And then you have the Redenzel that keeps your hair in that growing phase. So we're definitely going to find how this nourishes the scalp. And this is the thing that people are noticing right away, that the condition of the scalp. So this, I think I've mentioned how the color of the scalp in my clients has changed. So this is something I've noticed. I've noticed that sometimes clients will come in and they have the scalp will be a bit red, or it will have white flake, or you know, the pores have a strange quality, or there's a puffiness. I mean, seriously, people's scalps have all kinds of unusual appearance when it's not in a healthy state. And with the hair at the back, where the hair just isn't growing as fast. I don't know if you find this with your clients, but it's something I've been noticing over the years. Clients will come in saying, I'd really like to grow my hair at the back. And I keep saying, well, I'm not cutting it. It's just not growing, or it's breaking off because it's just not so strong. And we've been using deep conditioners. I'm always on the quest of what can I get that's going to be the best for my clients? What's going to actually have results? So I've been on this quest for 30 years. And this is why I'm here, is because I really feel like this is what I'm finding. I'm finding that my own hair at the back is growing, and it feels so smooth as I run my fingers down the strands all the way to the ends. Whereas before, I would get to about this far away from the scalp, and the hair just wasn't very strong, and it would feel really coarse and kind of gross, and it didn't give me hope. Okay, so another part that's going to come with our kit is this massage brush, and this is something that it's funny because people will look at it and like, well, what exactly is that? It's an unusual shape, but it's absolutely beautifully ergonomic to hold. You can even use this in wet hair as a detangler. It's that gentle. The bristles themselves are very, very soft. And it actually just feels so nice. It feels so nice to brush through the hair as a type of massage. So it's a lovely scalp massage brush that I have people who have just said that they're wanting to buy extras. This one woman, she's like, okay, so I have one of those brushes with my kit, because there are these fantastic deals with the kits that you can get with this to sell to your clients, and they come with shampoos, conditioners, the serum, and also with this brush. And some people are buying extra brushes. Like, well, my husband's going to need one as well. Okay, so I'm going to finish up, but I just want to talk one more little bit here about how this has been working in my salon, and how the clients, like I said, my sales have increased 4 times, which has been very helpful, very lovely. It's a reasonably priced line for my salon. And one of the things that I'm noticing is that sometimes people will come in and say, oh, well, I have a friend who has bald patches. I had this happen with my clients, but sometimes they'll say, oh yes, I have my friends, or my husband has thinning, baldness, and so they're buying it for someone else. And it's kind of interesting because they're the ones who are often actually needing it as well. And sometimes people feel like they don't want to buy for themselves, but if I can buy for somebody else, it's okay to spend the money. So I end up talking about how, well, yes, but you also have had your hair start to thin, that you could use this product as a preventative as well, as a restorative, rejuvenative as well. So it's like doubling the sales, because everybody knows somebody who has hair thinning, hair fall. And yeah, I guess that's it, unless people have some questions when that comes up. All right, thank you for your time. Again, Lindsay Savage, talking about the Eprouvage. Thank you.